Hey guys, welcome back to Firefist channel, it's Kai. So today we are reviewing on set 7633 Hogwarts Moments Potions class. This has 3 minifigures, has 271 pieces, retails for $29.99 USD and $49.99 SGD. Without further ado, let's go on to the review section. Alright guys, to start with the review, I'll start with the minifigures first before I go on to the set design. So for our first minifigure right here, we have Draco Malfoy. His standard Hogwarts costume right here. So this particular Slytherin costume that he has right now is kind of different from the one that we got in say 2018 in the Great Hall set, just because right now they now have a new symbol on the right side of their costume, basically for every single Hogwarts house. So that's the new symbol for the Slytherin one for the costume nowadays, and yeah, that's kind of nice to get, I guess. Otherwise, the minifigure also comes with a short black legs with no prints, similar to every kind of young character that is introduced in LEGO Harry Potter. So, for his face print, it's nothing really special. We have seen this face print before. It's the same smirk expression with a nice raised eyebrow right there, and yeah, the hairstyle is kind of the same as well, and yeah, that's kind of it. Otherwise, he also comes with a secondary face expression that is also nothing special. We've seen this before, it's his regular angry face expression. And that's it for the minifigure. Honestly, in terms of this figures right here, what I care more about is particularly this book right here, accessory that is given this set. So this accessory is actually having a 1x2 print tile right here that is completely new to LEGO Harry Potter, with potion instructions for a specific potion recipe. So yeah, that's kind of nice and I really like this print. Otherwise, let's move on to the next minifigure. For our next minifigure right here, we have Sirius Finnegan, which is basically the wizard, or the wizard kid that always blows himself up for whichever purpose possible. Every single spell he did since young really kind of just exploded everything, even to the very end at the Battle of Hogwarts. But yeah, this minifigure right here has a normal Gryffindor costume right there, which we have seen for Harry Potter for the Transfiguration class. So there's nothing much special for the torso piece or the leg piece. That is basically a short leg for younger characters. Otherwise, his face expression is quite similar to the one given in, I think, the Whomping Willow set. But I think it's still a particularly new face expression, a little different. I think they modified it a little to give it more of a shine and more uniqueness towards the character itself. So yeah, over here his first face expression actually shows that he's smiling a bit. So that's kind of cute. Otherwise, his secondary face expression to me is more of the shine towards the set, honestly, and towards the minifigures of this particular set, just because his secondary face expression actually implies of his tendencies to blow himself up. As you can see over here, his whole face is kind of smudged with dust and just, yeah, the signs of explosion, exactly. Amazing, really. I really like this face expression. You can even use it for some other circumstances, or even for certain mocks. Say you are supposed to create a situation whereby something is being blown up, you can use it for that. It's quite an amazing face expression, honestly. Next on we have Severus Snape. So over here we have Severus Snape, which is one of my, I guess, I respect him a lot just because it's Alan Rickman, and yeah, he is an amazing actor, and yeah, I do really miss him in movies. Rest in peace. Otherwise, just looking at him, the face expression is similar to every single Snape we have seen so far. He has the raised eyebrow face expression similar to what Draco has, and yeah, it's basically a standard Snape face right there, together with his nice torso piece right there, with his normal kind of costume, with a black jacket right there and undershirt of purple in color. And otherwise, this is the back of the torso, which has the standard kind of purple stripes that Snape usually has. Honestly, this minifigure is nothing much special. It's really kind of similar to the old Snape that we have got in various sets, such as the Whomping Willow one. But over here is his secondary face expression that kind of shows that he is angry. Yeah, he's pretty angry, probably because Potter did something wrong. But yeah, that's kind of it for the minifigures. For the main set design, as usual with all Hogwarts Moments set, I'll talk more of the general big print right here at the start of the book first, before I move on to the interior and how you actually disconfigure it. So for this basic big print right here, what you can see here is the different symbols that basically represent the potions class, which includes different kinds of flask like this over here, or mugs that they actually use during potions class together with the cauldron and different kinds of potion making materials like mushrooms, some kind of liquid material, and ores. So yeah, that's what it is. Otherwise, we move into how to configure this set. So what I do is basically remove the minifigures on top first, and then I open this up, and this is what you see firsthand once you open up the book. This is kind of the view of when everything is basically mashed up together in a configured form. And then what I do is remove the top part. This is actually the table that the students use for potion making. And otherwise, we take this off, and this can actually be folded out to reveal that it's kind of a blackboard that Snape uses to teach his students, so that's quite nice as well. I really like this sticker over here just because of the different equations and just references towards what kind of material is used for the potion making, like this flower and this branch over here. Interesting. Next on, I pop this off, and this is the cauldron, and I'm not really sure what this is. Some kind of material that Snape probably uses to teach the students during potion making. This could be the cauldron that the students use as well. Behind this particular material, there's also a sticker over there with different kinds of materials, ores, and any kinds of potions and materials that students use during the cauldron making as well. I mean the potion making as well. So that's quite nice. And then the last part we pop off is actually this part right here, which is, I'm guessing, Snape's sofa or chair. So yeah, it's probably where he relaxes while he watches the students with an intense glare. So yeah. Next on, what I do is I basically open this up and we review the main looks of the potions class. So yeah. So now that we have opened up every single part of the potions class and kind of reconfigured it to what it's supposed to be, my next step will be to look at the main stickers over there and the main details over there. So yeah, let's go. Alright, now for the details on the surfaces over here, we can first look at the right side, whereby as you can see, there's one sticker over there that basically has a past potion master, I'm guessing, or which over there that has the glasses over on her face, so that's kind of nice. Otherwise, that sticker also contains a piping running down all the way to the bottom. At the bottom, we also have different apparatus that students or even Snape possibly uses for potion making, with some spoons over there, some knife, a mug, a conical flask, and different kinds of bottles over here that basically has materials in it, I'm guessing. So yeah, running on to the center, we also have a nice two kind of snake statues over there that basically represents Slytherin, so that's a nice reference to which. And below we also have a sticker over there as well that basically has the different potions or materials that you use during potion making. And to the left we have two large stickers over there. On top over there we have one Slytherin flag together with another portrait of a past potion master, I'm guessing. And at the bottom we have a reference to Tom Marvolo Riddle, or otherwise known as Lord Voldemort, during his time over here in Hogwarts. So below we have a conical flask with a dead snake skeleton, a rat reference, and some old potion books that are now covered in webs. And yeah, that's kind of it. And then moving on to the sides over here, we have some stickers as well, some potions that make up the potions class. So at the center we have a reference to it's an actual chemical, which is potassium carbonate, which basically refers to potassium carbonate in real life. So yeah. Then at the left we also have again another sticker that basically represents the potion making materials, and whichever kinds of materials you want to find, you just find on the shelves over here. And physical matter wise, we also have different kinds of one stud bricks over here that basically represents the bottles as well. And then over here is the door that leads us out of the potions class, I'm guessing. And yeah, with that we are kind of done with the potions class, honestly. This is what the potions class now looks like, and this is where basically people come to make potions. And yeah, so my opinion of this is, I would say it's probably around the same concept as the transfiguration class. So to me it's kind of empty in appearance just because the parts disconfigured from this particular book is not as much as compared to the Ravenclaw or the Hufflepuff book. So that is kind of disappointing to an extent, but yeah, it's still a good set for what it is. So in terms of aesthetics wise, I'll still give this an 8, just because I do like the reference to Tom Riddle, and the Slytherin flag and the portrait right there match right in with it. I also like the usage of this snake statues over here as well, so aesthetics of 8. Functionality wise, as a brick built book, I'll give it an 8 as well, just because there's actually an issue in terms of like when you close this book. So let us say, alright, I put this here and I try to close back the book. The thing I realize is, as you can see, it's kind of, there's a hindrance right here that basically prevents me from closing this book properly. This doesn't actually happen for other kinds of Hogwarts Moments sets, so yeah, that's why I won't give it a full marks in terms of which for this, and therefore it's an 8 for its functionality. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine with how it works. Next on, for price to piece ratio, this one over here honestly gets a higher mark as compared to the other sets, just because with 271 pieces, it's the Hogwarts Moment set with the most amount of pieces at the same price. So yeah, I'll give this price to piece ratio of an 8 as well, and triple 8 score. It's basically a 24 out of 30, so 80% an A grade. And yeah, that's my final verdict on this. I hope you've enjoyed the review so far, and I hope I'm doing well on this as well. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, it will help me a lot, and that's all for today. Bye guys!